We are now on the tee box of number 6, and Paul, I guess majestic is the word, with the white swans in behind and the water. And
that's right. It's a very scenic view, obviously very pretty to look at, but maybe not so pretty when you stood over that opening tee shot with water all the way down the right hand side.
For sure, and absolutely glorious. You know, Paul and I were talking a little bit how most people, their radar is on Scottish golf and Irish golf, but Wales is really an undiscovered paradise, specifically for the golfer.
That's right. I mean, Scotland's always had the reputation as a home of golf, and Ireland has fostered this reputation, again thoroughly deserved, for some great links courses. But we have links courses here in Wales to rival the best that you can find in Scotland and Ireland. And this is the first time we've had an opportunity to shout about them. Wales has never hosted an Open Championship, so the Ryder Cup is the biggest major tournament it's ever held, and this is our chance to say, you know, Wales is a great golfing destination in its own right. Come and play the 2010 course at Celtic Manor that's going to host the Ryder Cup, but then stay a while and come and play the great links courses like Royal Porthcawl.
Yeah, and so much going on in Wales beyond the golf, the pubs. If you like pubs, this is a place to go. Anyway, back to the fact at hand, number 6 here. We're going to tee it up and try to, well, you know, Paul took the safe way. He teed off before I did. He played it smart, intelligent, put it out in the fairway. I'm going to pull out the old John Daly, as I call it, and I'm going to try to get over the right corner of the water. We'll see.
Good luck, Randy.
Well, we're having a lovely day here in the 2010 course, and you really get a sense of the Welsh countryside here. Just absolutely glorious. There's looks to be like a little mansion up on the hill there. Just glorious countryside. Paul's been on his game so far. I'll try to be quiet in his backstroke now. Great read, great read. Yeah. Now, Paul, what do you think the stimp meter will be running for the Ryder Cup? About a 10, 11?
Yeah, I would guess around that mark. I've not been privy to any of the conversations about what they will have it at, but I think, you know, they'll be a little quicker than they are at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, folks, with the green complexes so far, what we found is the bunkering well, it's work. You know, you find your way into one of these bunkers, plus the undulations on the greens are just tremendous, Paul.
That's right. I mean, people talk about the water on this golf course, but I think the bunkering is very strategic, and it'll catch you out. You have to choose a driving line, and if you want to take on the bunkers, you've got to hit a good, true and brave shot. And then there's opportunities to sort of lay up and be more conservative around the bunkers if that's the way you see it as well.
Very good, very good. Who's the greatest Ryder Cup captain of all time? Real quick, come on.
Ian Woosnam.
Wow, he's a homeboy. That's a good one. Ian Woosnam, of course, a Welshman. Yeah?
Actually, thinking about it more seriously, Tony Jacklin really.
Oh, Tony Jacklin.
He's the guy who brought Europe back into these games and, well, really made the Ryder Cup for everyone, because even you guys were getting bored of it, beating up us poor, well, Great Britain and Ireland as we were at the time, for a long period. But as soon as we got the Europeans on board and Tony Jacklin came on board as a captain, introduced a lot more professionalism to the European team, put them in smart cashmere clothing, flew them over on Concorde, and then we've had those great battles ever since 1983 at Palm Beach.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an excellent. You get 5 points for that one. Tony Jacklin, definitely a classic. Well, I don't know. I don't know how you beat Jack Nicklaus as a captain of a Ryder Cup team. But hey, we're about to begin the back nine here at the 2010 course. And you know, if you like water or if you don't like water, it doesn't matter. It's going to come into play in the back nine here.
That's correct. I mean, we're just going into a stretch now. Holes 11 to 15 all have water of some description on them. So, I mean, I think we talked earlier about how the water doesn't perhaps affect these very talented tour stars as much as it does the likes of you and me. But I think in the fever pitch of Ryder Cup battle, if you turn here at, say, 3 down and you've got to start chasing the game, you've got to take on some of those lakes, and sweaty palms time, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only do you have to take on the lakes and the water, but certainly the crowd. Some 50,000 people expected here to watch the event go down, yeah?
That's right, 50,000 spectators a day, which is kind of on a par with major championships. But the difference at the Ryder Cup is, of course, they're all trying to watch just maybe 4 games on the course at any one time on the Friday and Saturday. So it's a very difficult event to watch, but the advantage we've got here at Celtic Manor, having purpose-built the golf course for the Ryder Cup, is we have some vast natural viewing banks on the closing 4 holes. So we've estimated that we can get all 50,000 of those spectators on holes 15, 16, 17 and 18. And from up there they can claim their pitch early and see out across the valley onto these lower holes below. So with a pair of binoculars and hearing the roars come up, it should be quite some treat.
Very good. Well, we have 2 goats and a swan watching us today. So let's go ahead and tee it up on the back nine, Paulie, all right?
Let's give it a go.
Right. We're on number 12 now, and it is absolutely glorious. Your mountain ranges here in Wales. A lot of people, you know, you think, what is Wales? First of all, it's in the southwest corner, right?
That's right.
Of the UK, and you've got a ton of mountain ranges here.
That's right. I mean, here in the 2010 course and the Usk Valley, it's actually sort of quite pleasant rolling pasture land. Some hills to either side of us, but not far away at all. We've got the Brecon Beacons. We can see those from certain aspects of this course, and that's, you know, just within 40 minutes or so for guys to get out in the car and go and see some really spectacular mountain scenery. That's one of 3 national parks we have in Wales, the others being Snowdonia and the Pembrokeshire Coastal National Park, which is the only coastal national park in the British Isles.
And that's the thing also, coastal. 900 miles of coastline, 700 miles, I hear?
It's something like that. So
yeah.
We're a small country with a lot of coastline, you know. So you're never very far from the sea in Wales, which obviously is a fantastic advantage to have in terms of attractions for the family and leisure pursuits, water sports. It's you find all sorts of that going on in Wales.
For sure. And talking about more water, we're on number 12 now, and as you can see down the left side of the fairway, you know, the water even guards the fairway because it's definitely in play. But just a beautiful hole, the mountain range behind us, the water. So let's take a look and see, Paul, if I can just gently put this into the fairway.